walleye cakes, which are crispy fried deliciousness on the outside and flaky fish cake mixture on the inside. They're so good. To get started, I've got my walleye here, which is a local whitefish. Any whitefish will do. I'm gonna drizzle it with some olive oil. Walleye is just everywhere here. We have so many friends who fish it, so we often get walleye gifts. And I just season this with paprika, garlic powder and onion powder, a pinch of cayenne for a little heat, kosher salt, and freshly ground black pepper. Now these are gonna bake at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes until they're totally opaque and flake easily with a fork. And while these bake, I'll get together the rest of my fish cake ingredients. I've got mayonnaise, sour cream for topping, and some celery, which I'm gonna chop up. These fish cakes are loosely inspired by one of my favorite bagel toppings, whitefish salad. It's just so fresh and good. All right, I'm also gonna chop up a bunch of chives. Now I'm also gonna add a cup of panko breadcrumbs, which will help bind the cakes together. And so they're fluffier than regular breadcrumbs. And then I'll add a half cup of mayonnaise. I'll add 2 tablespoons of capers, which will add a salty, briny snap. I love these little guys. I'll add some lemon zest just to brighten things up. And now I'll season with kosher salt and black pepper. Okay, I'm starting to smell that fish. I'm gonna check on that now. It looks great. It's opaque. I'm gonna flake it with my forks now to get it into the bowl. So I'm just gonna use 2 forks to break it into small pieces. And it's so tender and flaky, I barely have to do anything. Okay, I'm gonna get all of this walleye now into my bowl. Yum. I'm gonna get all of these juices too, because there's so much flavor there. And now I'll mix it on up. All right, this is looking nice and combined, and I can tell that it's gonna hold together when I form it into patties. So before I do that, I'm gonna get some oil heating in my pan. I want a nice thin layer of oil. I'll swirl it around. Now to form my cakes, I'm gonna use a tablespoon, and a heaping tablespoon of mixture will be a nice bite-sized cake. Just pressing it firmly enough so that it holds together, and then I'll fry it in my oil on both sides until it's golden and crispy. That's a nice sizzle. Now I'm going to fry these in batches because I don't want to crowd the pan. And once you form these, you don't have to fry them right away. You can keep them in the fridge until it's time for the party, and then you can fry them fresh. Once these get golden on the bottom, I'll flip them to get golden on the top too. Ooh, that one's good. These are beautiful. They're golden and crispy. Okay, I'm going to transfer them now to my wire rack so that any excess oil can drain off. I've got to try one. They are so perfectly crispy, and the flavors are beautifully balanced. I love the salty capers in here. Okay, all these need are a dollop of sour cream and a dusting of paprika. So I'm gonna keep on forming and frying, and I think at the party, they are gonna go like hotcakes. Well, fish cakes.